I'm the Director of Counseling at the Small Business Development Center. I am the small, or we are the small in Small Business Development Center. Predominantly what we do is we deal with startup and existing businesses. About 60% are startups and the other 40% are going to be small, and we all know that small is actually fairly large when it comes to the scope of size that most of us would look at. We are a free service. Our side of the operation is free. And we will meet with clients for 1 hour, we will meet with clients for 100 hours. We had a couple who want to utilize the city center as kind of a crafters mall, if you would, and they presented to City Council yesterday. We've been working with them for the last couple months on developing their business plan. And we had them come in on Tuesday and we role played. We role played as if they were standing in front of the City Council. And we had them literally go through the whole thing with us twice and give them notes to improve the presentation. And as I understand it, they were one of the awardees to utilize that space. That's one of the things we do. Predominantly what we're going to work with businesses on are putting together business plans, marketing plans, trying to identify experts in the community that we can refer them off to where our expertise drops off. Work with other organizations such as SCORE, Service Corps of Retired Executives, Sierra Angels when the need arises for that type of a analysis of a business plan or a business model. We see about 500 to 600 clients out of this office, new clients out of this office here on campus every year. And add on the other 200 to 300, 400 additional emails, phone calls from existing clients. Obviously, the level of questions or counseling they need changes from an early stage company to a later stage company, but they still feel like they can come to us because we don't have any stake in the game. So we're going to give them honest advice as to direction, and if we don't know the direction, try to assess who else in the community could help move their enterprise forward. Besides myself, we have 2 other counselors here and a raft of between 7 and 10 undergrads and 2 to 3 graduate students. I actually do nothing but talk with people. It's the undergrads and the grads that end up doing all the work. They're the ones that are really designing and putting together all the business plans, the marketing plans, etc. Matt's been mentioned a bunch of times. If he's done one set of financial performance, he's probably done 500 by now, right? And historical analysis for existing businesses. I also, on the student side of things, I really sincerely feel like the value that our students get from having worked at the Small Business Development Center, because every day they're working with the private sector. That's all they do, is they deal with nothing but private sector entrepreneurs and existing business owners. And it sets them apart, I think, from a lot of the student body, because they're leaving school with so much greater level of expertise and understanding of what's going on and how the challenges or the steps that it would take for them to launch their own business. I think I have a significant number of former students that are self-employed because they realize that it's not as hard as they once thought it might be. And yes, there are challenges, but they now understand the steps that they need to take to mitigate those challenges. I mentioned Sierra Angels and SCORE, where I realize that no one person has all-knowing expertise across all bounds. And I know my own limitations, and our other counselors know their limitations. So what we do is, when we come across an industry application that we don't have expertise, we're always out there looking for others that can help advance that development. Most of what we're going to see is going to be bread and butter type of businesses, retail and service in town. But we do deal with some new technologies, and that's where we're really looking for the other experts that we can not let necessarily do a handoff to, but incorporate that expertise in to help advance that development. And we always have 4 or 5 or 6 new technologies that we're working on, trying to help them develop their business model, trying to help them flesh out their management team, try to find that first or that second round of financing. I think I'll leave it at that. I've talked too long. Thank you.